Hey guys, welcome back. Today is an exciting day because I am installing a Stage 1 tune for the 9.5. From stock, the 9.5 ARC made 220 horsepower and 228 pound-feet of torque, and this tune should give it a much needed bump in power without having to do hardware modifications. The cool thing about the ARC trim, unlike the base linear, is that it has the same engine internals and turbo as the Aero model, but with a detuned ECU. The tune is from a private tuner who goes by the name Saab Tuner Scott. I know there are bigger names out there, but I'm getting this tune for a few reasons. Number one is the price. A Maptune Stage 1 costs roughly $300, mic detuning is around $250, and another very well-known tuner is MPS Tuning, which is what my Vigan had, but I'm not sure about his pricing. Saab Tuner Scott's tune is $190 shipped to your door. That's not to say other tunes are overpriced, but it just doesn't fit the budget of my particular build. Now, I know what you might be thinking. You get what you pay for. And there is some truth in that, but I know for a fact that Scott is a reliable tuner because of reason number 2. Scott's eBay channel has a 100% feedback score with a ton of sales, and looking at his sales history, it looks like he sold well over 300 tunes for various different Saab models, and they all have positive feedback. Basically what I'm trying to say is that he is legit. I also reached out to Scott asking him about his service and his mission, and he told me the reason he does this is simply because he loves Saabs and wants to help keep them on the road as long as possible. He also offers other ECU related services, so be sure to check him out. And the last reason is that I personally know a friend who has a 9.5 Aero with this tune, and he has been running it for over 5 years with absolutely no issues. Also, he came by to say hello and gifted me this tune. So with all that said, I think I have pretty good reason to go with Scott. For Scott to do his magic, I needed to provide the car's VIN number and the immobilizer code on the ECU. To get to the ECU, I removed the plastic windshield cowl, which was already broken in half, so it was easy to remove, but my advice is to be very gentle so you don't break yours. Then there are 4 nuts near each corner of the rubber cover. After removing those, the cover should come off with a nice pull, revealing the wiring harness, which can be removed like so. At this point, you should be able to see the immobilizer code at the sticker on the black connector piece. I sent this information over and my friend ordered the tune, and after 5 days it showed up at my door. Since this is a Stage 1 tune, it's for stock cars with basically no mods, so Scott offers a no core charge mail-in service. Power and torque. What, really? It's gonna make 282 horsepower and 430 newton meters of torque. Interesting. So this is the future me, and we thought it was a little strange because 62 horsepower and 88 pound-feet of torque increase from a Stage 1 sounded too good to be true. So my friend reached out to Scott and he explained that because the ARC has the same motor and turbo as the Aero, he gave us the Aero tune. So on his website, the Aero cars would gain about 20 to 25 horsepower from a Stage 1 tune, and the stock Aero has 250 horsepower, so with the Stage 1 it would give 270 to 80 horsepower. So this graph would be as if my car already had 250 horsepower like the Aeros and it got a Stage 1 tune. Same with the torque numbers. So basically, if you have an ARC model, you would gain the most from a Stage 1 because it has the capable engine and turbo. It's good to know. It's not what the car is literally making, but it's what the car will call for. So it's nice that he provides this little graph. That's pretty awesome. And then he shows like a data log of the actual file being written. This is basically proof that the tune is on the ECU. And here is the ECU. Let's go on a short drive to get some footage of the base acceleration. To remove the ECU, there are 2 nuts on each side of the ECU. Do not drop these nuts because you will never see them again. A trick I learned is to loosen the nuts almost all the way, then take the socket out of the wrench and loosen the rest of the way by hand, making sure to hold the nut with your finger. Another good thing about Scott's mail-in service is that there is no downtime for the car since he sends you another ECU, which also means you now have a spare stock ECU. I put the new ECU in off camera since it's just the reverse of what I just showed, so let's take it for a quick spin. I obviously won't be going to the dyno for a stage 1 tune, so let me just say this completely woke the car up. I've never had second gear chirp during a roll acceleration before the tune. And the last thing I want to show is the Open SID. Scott was kind enough to put BW Tech on the title page, so that's a cool touch. There are a lot of videos out there that explain what Open SID is, but in a nutshell, it unlocks information that are available for troubleshooting from factory. Anyways, that's all for now. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.